First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on first down. Going for a right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Set. 180.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Coleman now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Coleman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
It's Coleman here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got some space here. And that one results in 35 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Green 39.
Fournette, a first down carry. Room to run inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Set. 180.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Escapes the defender. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set, 3-19. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ebron caught left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. A handoff to Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. This is Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Set, 260.
On first down, Stafford here. And this will be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Set, 180.
This one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Coleman. Finding some room at midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Set, lady.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set, lady.
Q26.
This is Coleman, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah!
Here we go. White. Set. Lady.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Set. Lady.
From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Set. 250.
Hey, alert 3.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. 260.
To throw is Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go, G. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
53. Ready.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
On the ball, on the ball.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Westbrook. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Yeah,
minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
From the end zone, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! 180!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set! 280!
And they'll run it here. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. What a spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, it's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Set, lady. We're rolling.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set, blue 60.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set, lady.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They begin with a run by Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tag 50, tag 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set. 319. 319.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Gun, gun. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Fournette. And he will get get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Give me radar. Set. 280. 40 gut. 40 gut.
Stafford on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set. 3-19.
And they will take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week and you're here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will head home now.